My name is Carlos Astacio, and I'm the Executive Director of the Newark Debate Academy. Despite the challenges we've faced this year, we had a pretty awesome year of debate at the elementary and middle school level. So first things first, I would like to welcome everyone that recently joined the Newark Debate family, either as students or coaches at new and existing programs alike, because without you all, there would be no Newark Debate. Today, I have the distinct honor of introducing our keynote speaker. A few things about your speaker before you hear from her yourself. Her name is Sunhee Simon. She debated for Science Park High School until she graduated in 2015. She was the first person in Newark debate history to be selected for the USA Worlds team, where she traveled around the globe to compete against students from places such as Germany to Slovenia to Singapore. Sunhee was a student that dreamed of attending Stanford University since she was a young child. I am happy to announce that not only did she get the opportunity to attend her dream school, but also graduated with both her bachelor's and her master's degree from Stanford University. And despite her debate career being long done, Sunhee was and continues to be, like you all, a Newark debater. So without further ado, Sunhee Simon.
Hello, my name is Sunhee Simon, and I am a proud Newark Debate Academy alum. I graduated from Science Park Middle School in 2011, Science Park High School in 2015, and graduated from my dream college, Stanford University, in 2019. And honestly, I had a lot of fun growing along the way. All of those experiences and opportunities were because of the foundation I gained not only as a student, but as a debater in the Newark public school system. So I am so honored to be able to honor you all today. So congratulations on completing a full year of debate. You may have realized it isn't always easy, but you all are indicative of the great people that debate can create. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the greatest but most applicable cliches to debate. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. In 2011, I sat in the same position as you all. Granted, I wasn't at home for my award ceremony, but the sentiment still stands. I debated for 2 years in middle school. I made great friends, and I got a couple trophies along the way, so I was like, great, cool, I got everything that I need out of debate. So for me, it was a goodbye ceremony. However, if any of you are thinking similarly now, I want you to stop. This is not a goodbye ceremony. Instead, it should be a milestone for the journey that you have to continue. When I got to high school, I was ready to give up debate and try new things, because the possibilities seem endless when you reach high school. There might be a team you didn't have access to in middle school, or maybe there's a recreational club you never even heard of that caught your interest. However, I was definitely overwhelmed by it all and decided to do track instead of debate. And I would have continued doing that if I didn't get a stern talking to from my former middle school coach. He urged me to think. What path do you want to embark on when you are thinking about your future? Now, I understand that you are in middle school or just finished, but it's actually never too early to think about what you want from life. And I can guarantee you that debate can get you pretty close. Instead of convincing me that debate would give me some miraculous prize in the future, he told me that debate can cultivate the type of woman who gets into the college of her dreams. It can create the type of woman who is not afraid to speak her mind and share her voice with those who feel they do not have it. And it'll also create the type of woman who thinks before she acts and takes into account multiple perspectives before she makes a decision. The very least, as a result, I can do was show up for the high school meeting. And so I did. And my life has never been the same. Not only did I become that wonderful woman who got into the college of her dreams and thought before she acted, but also I honestly enjoyed the journey so much, I'm still on it to this day and don't plan on reaching my destination anytime soon. So, what can this journey provide for you? Honestly, that's for you to find out, but I wanted to share some of the wonderful things that I encountered on my journey, and maybe some of you have seen it already too. First is the friends. Now look, most people don't like doing academic things on their weekends, let alone debating. But here y'all are. You did it anyway. And maybe you might want to say that you were obligated to do it, but you don't have to lie anymore. We know that it brings some type of joy. And that weird desire to argue and research over the weekend will bring you closer to other weirdos who love to argue and research over the weekend. Debate will bring you closer to people in ways you may have never thought that you would. Some of my closest friends I met through debate, because at the end of the day, other friend groups won't go back and forth with you about philosophies or policy actions or history. Not at the age of middle school, though. And these friends are so precious, and they will push you to grow exponentially. In fact, the person who you're going to be a year from now, if you stick with debate, is going to be drastically different because of the wonderful and lovely friends that you gained from debate. The second thing that I got is the audacity. Even though Newark has been changing, it hasn't stopped people from antagonizing us. We are a majority minority city. We have a large Black and Latinx population, and with everything that's going on, everyone yelling Black Lives Matter and calling for an end to discrimination, we want you to think critically. It's easy to say something when it's popular. It's one other thing to change your behavior and your mindset. So when you meet people outside the city and you are articulate and you're researched and you're proud and confident, they aren't going to like it, or at the very least, they're not going to be used to it. And to that I say, who cares? And also, great job, because that audacity is the best version of yourself and shows the epitome of Newark. Our programs are fire. And I don't know if you know this, but many of the people that you've worked with throughout the year are some of the best debate minds in the nation. It's not a coincidence that so many of them are in our city. In fact, they gained the audacity to be the greatest because of where they debate. So as you continue debating, you will grow more bold and more sure of yourself, and that is a dangerous, spectacular, and revolutionary act, especially in a world that doesn't want you to win. And third, and my personal favorite, is the love that you get from debate. There's something about spending hours working with a debate partner or by yourself on a case that creates a sense of care and passion for something that you create with your own mind and your own voice. I learned to love the things that I create as well as the way I do what I do. With the help of my coaches and my teammates, my self-confidence and love shot through the roof. I can honestly say that I am my biggest hype man because of my journey in debate. And that's not to say that debate will not rock your confidence. There are definitely lots of times where I lost my confidence at tournaments or practices because I wasn't getting it. However, those moments really challenged me to love myself harder. Debaters expose you to these challenges earlier than most other people. So when you find yourself having lots of self-love for the things that you create when your peers in high school or college don't, lean into that beauty. Lean into that appreciation for that voice and that mind of yours. And also remember this important fact. It's lovely because you had a hand in it, not because of any rewards that you get as a result of sharing it. So, as a result of these three different things, honestly, the accolades that I got from debate were not as important, whether it was competing nationally or internationally or running debate camps after I graduated. Rather, those were simply pit stops where I could, feel myself, check in and see what I'm doing so I can be even better than before. And I have happily decided to become a full-time teacher and debate coach because I love the journey that I am on, and I'm excited to help other people start and continue that journey. You don't have to stay on the path as long as I did, but my one request of you is that you at least come back to us next year. And, maybe the year after that and the year after that, because Newark Debate Academy is what it is because of you. So as the world is shrouded in uncertainty, just know one thing is certain. You are the best and the brightest this city has to offer. So keep up your journey, update your destination, and appreciate the friends, audacity, and love that you gain along the way. Much love and congratulations to you all.
Hello, my name is Devane Murphy, and I am the Assistant Executive Director of the Newark Debate Academy. Thank you for tuning in to our award ceremony, but before I get to them, I just want to take a minute to shout out our brand new programs. In 2019-2020, we added 12 new or revitalized programs from the elementary and middle school in Newark Public Schools. Not only did they participate, more than half of these programs actually competed and won awards at our local tournaments. Thank you for taking a leap into one of the most academically rigorous activities in the country. You've done it gracefully, and we welcome you all to the Newark Debate Academy family. Okay, I know what you're waiting for, our awards. This year, we're giving awards in two divisions, the Beginner Division and the Experience Division. There are 3 categories for these awards. The first category is the merit category. The second category is the excellence category. And the final category is the distinction category. We'll be showing the winners by school in the next few slides, so be sure to look out for your school to see if you got an award this year. And congratulations to all of our 2019-2020 Newark Debate Academy Debate Season Award winners.
Hello, I'm Willie Johnson, and I am the coordinator for the elementary and middle school debate programming with the Newark Debate Academy. Each year, the Newark Debate Academy honors the 8 best teams in our league. This tournament we host is called the Elite 8. It comprises of 3 debate rounds that takes the 8 teams and breaks it down until we have the top 2 teams representing both the championship and runner-up. This year, we had 8 phenomenal teams compete for that championship run. This includes Avon Avenue, Louis Munoz Marin, Park Elementary, Ivy Hill, Oliver, Newark Science Park, Lafayette Street School, and Speedway Academy. Given that the Elite 8 represents the best schools, it is a phenomenal opportunity to represent not only Newark, right, but also it grants great bragging rights for anyone who wins the actual tournament. We've had a plethora of champions from different schools, and it is always great to be not only a competitor of the Elite 8, but to be amongst all of those who compete and represent kind of the best of a growing elementary and middle school debate programming. So without further ado, here are your winners.
My name is Christopher Kozak, and I am the Director of Development at the Newark Debate Academy. The Sweepstakes Awards recognize the cumulative performance of an individual program over the entire season of debate. The league recognizes the top 8 schools' overall achievements. We had an extremely competitive field of hundreds of teams from dozens of schools across the city, making the students that represent these programs some of the most committed, dedicated, and talented debaters the activity has to offer. Congratulations to all the winners.
One of the greatest honors of the year, particularly this award ceremony, is giving the Brent Foran Coach of the Year award to one phenomenal coach who inspires their students and continues the legacy that Brent Foran started when he first established the Jersey Urban Debate League, which is now known as the Newark Debate Academy. Brent Foran's legacy, much like many of the coaches who've been rewarded in the past, represents the excellence of Newark and how we not only empower our students, but how coaches have dedicated not only their life to the personal growth of those individual students, but also have dedicated countless time and energy to the way in which they have developed. Brent, one of the first coaches in Newark and New Jersey, right, created a team at Newark Science Park that not only produced legendary runs, but has won a multitude of championships, accolades, and honors that makes Newark Debate a center for debate success in general, from both the middle school level to the high school level, even at the collegiate level. Without the dedication, honor, and hard work that Brent Foran has created, there is no way we can have the Newark Debate Academy. There is no way we can have the multitude of success that we see not only in our students, but we see also in our coaches and our alumni. It is an honor to bestow the Newark Debate Academy's Brent Foran Coach of the Year Award to no one other than Jessica Rendero. Ms. Rendero is an amazing educator, an amazing coach, and a phenomenal teacher and guide for her students. With respect to the way in which they grow, the way in which they develop as not only as young adults, but also the way in which they develop and grow as debaters. Working with her at multiple practices held at Oliver Street, you can see why her students are some of the most successful debaters in all divisions. It is a dedication and a care and concern that she has with not only the student overall, but also their ability to grasp topics and understand things. Beyond that, she also represents something that we in our community truly needs, which is this desire to do more, this desire to want to coach, this desire to want to help, this desire to want to judge, in order to not only better her ability as a coach, but also to better her students overall. That's why it is an honor for me, working for years with Ms. Rendero, to suggest that not only is she a perfect coach when it comes to the kind of mindset or the kind of community that Brent Foran has built, but she represents exactly what I believe when I hear Brent Foran say, "I am a Newark debater." She gives students both the courage as well as the ability to be successful debaters. And it is an honor for me to see her win among some of the best coaches I have seen in the league in general. And for that, I thank you, Ms. Rendero, for all of your work and dedication. And congratulations.
This year, we've decided to introduce a new award to honor our coaches. Our superintendent, Roger Leone, has been a champion of debate, both as a participant and as an advocate. His energy has made our expansion to all of your elementary and middle schools possible this year. And he's just beginning his tenure as our leader of the Newark Public Schools. Our new coaches are tasked with introducing students to debate while still figuring out the activity itself. And our coaches always reach for the stars. The Roger Leone Rising Star Award will go to a coach who was in their first 3 years of coaching for us, who has revitalized or reproduced new energy for their program, and has had success both in terms of recruitment and in terms of competitive success. This year's Roger Leone Rising Star Award goes to Ivy Hill's Kelvin Henry. Congratulations, Kelvin, and thank you for your hard work that you've done with your students. Now, Kelvin has not been part of the Newark Debate Academy for long, but he already feels like such an important member. A good coach has a lot of characteristics, and Kelvin shows so many of them so early on in his coaching career that it's really astonishing that we have him here. He's energetic. Good coaches are a model for their students in multiple ways, and at award ceremonies, they're the hypest ones, the loudest ones, the ones that cheer and clap. That's Kelvin. They're the ones that ask questions and take risks and try to learn, academically speaking. That's Kelvin. When we had our PD, our professional development, and we did demo debates and discussions, Kelvin jumped in just like the best debaters, just like the best coaches would. The Ivy Hill program has grown almost 200-fold since last year, more so. And that's because of Kelvin. The energy that he brings to his program and the way that they do it with a competitive edge, as if this is football or basketball, provides a different element and a new inflection and voice to the Newark Debate Academy that it feels like we've always needed. Thank you, Kelvin, for everything you do for our students.
I hope everybody enjoyed the presentation. I would like to take this time to thank the tireless efforts of everyone that makes Newark Debate happen. First, I would like to thank everybody that tuned in. Thank you to all of the students, coaches, and judges whose hard work is what makes Newark Debate great. And despite the challenges we've faced this year, thank you for making it an incredibly successful year. Secondly, I would like to thank Newark Public Schools for continuing to serve as a longtime champion of debate in our great city. Without the financial and institutional support of Newark Public Schools, debate would not be possible. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to thank the Newark Debate Academy team who spent countless hours to make sure tournaments, programs, and events all go off without any major problems. Have a great day, everyone, and please stay safe. We are looking forward to what the next school year has in store for all of us.